Bam. Okay, so my name is Josh Duhan. For those of you who may be seeing me for the first time, I'm a qualifying national marketing director with the Juice Plus company. I've had that honor and privilege for a couple of short years, but I've been consuming these Juice Plus products a good portion of my life. I started about 10 years old. Some of you may be familiar with my Aunt Cheryl and my mother Terry, both big advocates of healthy living, healthy lifestyle, clean water, clean air, good fruits and vegetables. So when the Juice Plus products came out with our company in the early 90s, the products made sense. It was fruits and vegetables in a capsule. We all knew we needed to eat more of them. And now, over 30 years later, we have a product line here that is really kind of in a category of its own. And there are a couple of things that really separate us from everybody else. And I'll go over a couple of those things this evening, and then we'll go to our guest speakers for the evening. So the first thing I love to show people with Juice Plus products is that we have a nutrition facts label. And nutrition facts labels, guys, are reserved for food. So we're actually not really in the supplemental niche of the supplemental market. We are, in fact, food in a bottle. One of the things about Juice Plus food that also makes it very unique is that it's picked at the peak of ripeness, when nature puts all of the nutrition into the produce. The other thing is that we're cleaner than organic, and that we have no herbicide, pesticide content. So we really provide people with a quality food option at a very reasonable price. You can take a dose of Juice Plus every single day for less than you're paying, or most of us are paying, for a cup of coffee. So just a really convenient, affordable way to get a high amount of fruits, veggies, berries, full spectrum plant-based omega into our diets daily. And so because of the quality of these products, we've attracted some really incredible people that are a part of our mission, believe in our products, share our products, and share our mission. And so this evening, we're going to hear from a couple of these people, Dr. Candace Corson and Andrea Mather-Stow. She's going to be speaking with us this evening. They're actually going to co-host this event. And so, ladies, I will turn it over to both of you. So please go ahead, and I'll do the best I can in terms of keeping everybody muted. So you guys go ahead.
Thank you so much, Josh. This is Candace Corson, Dr. C. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, because we are really about helping people around this country and all around the world. I love that we're inspiring healthy living and healthy giving at a time when it's just never been more needed. And I'll share my story briefly, and then I want to introduce Andrea Mather-Stow, who's frontline to me, lifelong friend. We really became friends because of this mission, and really having hearts that are aligned in sharing something so good for people. I heard about Juice Plus from a dear friend who took time to call me on the phone 30 years ago, the day it became available. And I just was not in a position to grasp the significance. I didn't see a need in my life at that time. Had 4 little boys that were pretty healthy, and we were eating pretty healthy, and I can't swallow capsules. I always say that without any shame. I'd say 10 or 15% of healthy grown-ups cannot swallow a standard capsule, but they just won't tell you, and they just avoid it. But for all those reasons, and no research yet, all those years ago, I just didn't pay attention. But years went by. My children's school installed vending machines when my youngest of my 4 sons were in middle school, and that changed everything. I was practicing 2 kinds of medicine. One was family practice and an office-based practice, and another one was an integrative or functional medicine kind of consultation practice for a nonprofit hospital. And I was just loving learning. I decided I wanted to learn so much more about nutrition, which we do not get in medical school. And I was watching people who were chronically ill and highly motivated getting better with what I had been learning by studying hard for several years. This was way after medical school and the rest of my training. And all of a sudden, here come the vending machines, and really all the kids at school, including my boys, stopped eating what little plant foods they had eaten. They just stopped eating entirely because their tastes changed. Pediatricians today call that metabolic programming. that changes depending on what we feed ourselves, which feeds the germs in our inside. We now know that those germs are all important, that if they're good kinds, and there are hundreds, if not thousands of good species that we need very much to be there together in trillions of numbers, if we're not feeding them the food they need, they go away. And those foods that they need are plants. The good germs are plant eaters. They are vegan. We don't have to be strict vegans, but we do need to feed a rainbow of plant foods to ourselves. And the Juice Plus products really fill a role of bridging a huge gap that exists between the best that we can do every day long term in terms of variety and quality of produce, the best we can do, and where we really need to be today. And that bridge is Juice Plus. It's brilliant. Well, I decided that I needed to have some help for my kids. Within 4 months, my 15-year-old developed asthma, exercise-induced asthma, which he never had a trace of that prior. And my 13-year-old came to me because he had developed acne at the same time and asked me one day, could I write him a prescription for antibiotics to take every day for his skin? And that was it when I knew I needed help for my kids. So I did find help in the form of a new friend, Susan Wittenbach from Michigan. I'm from Indiana, and we met unexpectedly at a personal growth conference. It was a week long in Wisconsin, and she did wonderful follow-up. She asked me a question when following up with me, if this could possibly help your kids, would you be open to seeing the medical research from universities? And I said, yes, I really would like that. She just did great follow-up. I was tired. My husband was an emergency doctor working swing shift, which he actually did for 30 years, 4 teenage boys to look after, make sure they were safe, and part-time in practice. And I just decided I just can't deal with all this stuff. And with her follow-up, she made it where I could make a decision when she asked me, about our children's program, our Healthy Starts for Families. Would it make sense to you to start yourself and one of your boys on this program? And I said, yes, that would make sense. So we began our adventure exactly, Josh, 22 years ago this month. And I am proud to say and blessed to say it's been really one of the best adventures of my entire life. So when I was giving my application information to Susan on the phone, at that time, everything had to be faxed in. She asked another question. She said, now that you're going to be getting this for your son, is there anyone you thought of sharing it with? And I said to her, every parent that I know, I want to share it with. And she said, you might want to consider being an affiliate, because then you have the right to share it whenever you feel generous. And I didn't know anything about that, but I said, let's do that. And within 2 years, we were a national marketing director team, as a team of people who grew up around that whole idea of sharing options in health and in business that are just really good for people and for families and for children. And so that is my story. I'm so grateful. My husband and I have been able to move to where most of our sons live and our grandchildren, and really have a quality life, and being of service to others, being in connection with wonderful people, and really working as we wish, when we wish, and with whom we wish. I want this for everyone who wants an option, especially to spend more time with their children and or their grandchildren or their family members, to have better health so they can enjoy their lives, and really to avoid some of the tremendous, I would say, medical rat races that people can get in. It's nobody's fault, but it can really get bad when we don't have a way to support the body in getting better. So that's my story. I want to introduce Andrea Mather-Stow, who lives in South Bend, Indiana, and has been a musician for many years, very accomplished, and really taught at 6 different colleges and universities music and the study of oboe, and was in the South Bend Symphony when I met her. And she has a wonderful story from the heart to share. So Andy, would you share with us?
Sure. Thank you. And hi, everybody. Candace, I just never get tired of hearing your story. It's just so inspiring. So, you know how there's certain things that we will always remember, like where we were when 9/11 happened, or a first date, or our first pet dog, things like that. Well, I will never forget the night I first learned about the concept of fruits and vegetables in a capsule. That first time I ever heard about Juice Plus was in August of 2001. So a little over 21 years ago now. A friend of mine who was helping me with daily homeopathic injections, which is part of what I was doing in an attempt to manage a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. She invited me to go with her to a talk at a local pharmacy. I live here in South Bend, Indiana. And the talk was all about nutrition, health, connection, something like that. And she knew I was interested in holistic things. So it's like, yeah, let's go. So that night, I learned about this raw, pure produce in capsules, and that there was a boatload of solid research behind it, proving that it worked to build healthier bodies. So I naturally wanted to start it like right away. Dr. Corson was the main speaker. She and Gretchen Houghton were speaking that night. And I introduced myself to you, Candace, after that talk. And I wanted some like that night. So I think you had some in your tote bag that I bought from you right away. So, but anyway, I won't get into all the details, but a very long story short, I noticed significant improvements in my well-being. Neurologically, symptoms I had been tracking kind of unwound themselves. And in a relatively short amount of time, I began to feel what I would define as normal again. Granted, after my diagnosis, which was in 1999, and so that was 2 years, diagnosis was 2 years prior to my learning about Juice Plus, I immediately took a look at all of the things that I was doing and cleaned up my diet a great deal, and had done a lot of, detoxes and cleanses in an attempt to get at the root cause and help my body to get to the point of having a chance to heal itself. Because I was doing whatever I could to avoid the pharmaceutical route, because each of the drugs that were being offered at the time had potentially really nasty side effects. So, but looking back, I mean, I just truly feel that when I introduced the Juice Plus to my daily regimen, and I was then, and I still do now, I do double the amount that most people take. It helped complete the detoxes that I had begun, and then became my everyday maintenance for the past 21 plus years now. The old Andrea was very sickly with colds, bronchitis, pneumonias, all kinds of things on a regular basis. I mean, I was just kind of used to being the sickly one. But the new Andrea, since introducing Juice Plus, has been one where I wake up each day expecting to feel well. And what a gift that has been. I mean, truly, truly priceless. Why did I become a partner with the Juice Plus company? When I realized that I'd be taking Juice Plus the rest of my life, was taking double the amount, and was on a meager musician income, I naturally inquired about whether or not there was a way to get a better price. I had zero interest in the business, like none. I was a very purist musician that did not consider myself ever doing anything outside of the arts. But my sponsor, Dr. Corson, did her due diligence and walked me through the stair steps of how the business looked and what the possibilities were. And mentally, I just had this huge block, and I was inside my head. I didn't verbalize it, but I was saying, no, 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 no. I don't want to hear anything about this business stuff. I mean, I really didn't want, it was like giving me goosebumps, like not good goosebumps. But what I realized was that the allure of that national marketing director's package did get planted somewhere deep inside my brain. And it really seemed impossible, but and I wasn't interested in the business. But over time, I actually grew to love sharing this with others, grew a customer base and a team, and I made it to national marketing director in 8.5 years, which was 2010. But really, it became and still is a personal obligation to be a messenger and let people know about the power of the plant, how this concentrated produce that we call Juice Plus can improve and maintain our health. So, I mean, it's really been a magical journey, the supportive community, making new friendships that will last a lifetime, powerful health education and inspiration, and the emotional revenue of being a catalyst and helping individuals and families be healthier really has no price tag. this new career has been such a rewarding way to earn a living. And I'm just super grateful that I stumbled into the Juice Plus world. So thank you, Candace, and my friend Ruth, and everybody who helped introduce me to this. And I'm just going to pass it back to you, Candace.
Oh, awesome. Andy, could I ask you to say a little bit about the other thing you do with this great company, which is your gorgeous tower gardens in the summer outdoors, in the winter indoors, because you are an incredible tower gardener. And that's the other door that many people come through, right? Is tower garden to us.
That's a good point. Well, thanks for the compliment. But they really are plug and play. You plug the tower garden in, you add some water and some nutrient solution, and it just grows. I particularly like the tower garden in the wintertime because I do have a regular traditional soil garden. I do, with the winter garden, come springtime, if it's still growing, I will wheel it outside. But I mean, it's just such a kind of a magical machine that you can, in the middle of winter, and like even now we've got like 6 inches of snow outside, we'll be getting more, to be able to have fresh produce like steps away from the kitchen and there's snow on the ground. I mean, it's just amazing. And the freshness and the nutritional intensity of it is it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, completely, you hear the term vine ripened. Well, you're picking it and you're eating it within minutes after you've harvested it. And you get to grow what it is your family likes to eat, and share excess with people because it grows so abundantly. So yeah. Is there anything else you wanted me to touch on regarding that?
Oh, I just think, do you find that there are some people who are attracted to our community just because of the tower garden?
Yeah, I think so. I especially, in my experience, a lot of the schools, like teachers, like enjoy having this as part of their curriculum in the classroom. And then just individuals wanting this. I'm thinking of my good friend and colleague Kim Boardman. She's an absolutely amazing. She does the most amazing posts on Facebook with, I think they have 2-3 tower gardens growing at once, and it's amazing. I mean, it's like a jungle, a healthy, edible jungle that she lives in.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I stopped by the grocery store this afternoon to get something. And as I went in, I went by the grocery aisle and it really did look wonderful. It is wonderful. And I saw these big bundles of kale and I thought, well, how lucky, we are that these are being grown and they're being trucked in here. I don't know how we can count on that necessarily to continue uninterrupted at all times, but I have my kale at home. I know it doesn't have E. coli on it. We're growing it on the tower garden and I'm going back home to get my kale. So that felt really good and saving me money too. Well, and there is a tower garden incentive going on right now in the months of November and December. And so if anyone is interested in that, it's really good to check with your person who's connected you with Juice Plus, because people are getting even extra bonuses for sharing tower gardens in November and December. And then we can go right into sharing about some wonderful things that are happening right now in the Juice Plus business, even more than usual. One of them is the children's program that I mentioned. It's called Healthy Starts for Families. And that's what got my heart and what got me to want to share Juice Plus with everybody. And, in addition to the science, it's proven that Juice Plus helps the physiology of human beings at all ages of life, from pregnancy through old age. And now there are 46 published peer-reviewed studies from universities across the United States and around the world. And it's beyond anything else out there. Medications are important at times. They really, really are. But there's no drug on the market with anything like 46 studies. So it's something special. And what I love is that nutrition and Juice Plus do things for the body, not to the body. Medications do things to the body. And so it's really a wonderful thing where we can help with repair, whether a person needs anything else, medication or any kind of therapy. It won't interfere. It won't interfere with testing. It's just helping the body do things that meds can't. And I love that. And the safety is there and the track record. But right now, this program, the Healthy Starts for Families is set to expand because it's the vision and the dream of Jay Martin, the founder of the Juice Plus company and the founder of the Healthy Starts for Children's program. And it's been going on now well over 23 years. But it's going to get even better. So right now, children can have Juice Plus for 4 years for free, attached to their loved one's order, either mom, dad, grandparent, other loved one in their family. And that's awesome. As long as that grown-up is helping them use it and the grown-up is getting their Juice Plus, paying for theirs, that child is free. 4 years is amazing. And it's age 4 through 18. And it's also college students who are older than 18, full-time college students. That's a great program. Been a couple of million families through that, including mine. But it's going to get better. So May 1st is when the new expansion kicks off. And that is age 4 through 25, without any need that the person be in college. So it's age 4 through 25. If a 4-year-old starts and that family is seeing the value of it and they're continuing, that child can have Juice Plus from age 4 to the 26th birthday. That's a wow. This is going to cover young women and men in the military. It's going to cover young men and women who have developmental challenges like Down syndrome and are living at home. They will be able to have Juice Plus up to the 26th birthday for free, attached to their parents' order. I'm so excited. I can't even contain myself with this. It is super special. So people who are already in the program, they may continue. And those who have already had 4 years with us, they may come back. So how's that for a list of people that we love and think of and we can call and let them know about this? I do think that it's a reason. I don't think I'm the only person that decided to join as an affiliate because of this program. So I think a lot of people will join us because of that. There's so many reasons, but that's something really special. And then I wanted to let everyone know about our November program, where people who become an affiliate, they can either be returning or reinstatement or brand new affiliate. If they are signing their application in this month of November and they place one order for anything, they're going to get something we've never had before, which is a Kickstarter box worth over $130 of Juice Plus products. It'll have 15 of the complete protein bars that are the tart cherry, and another 15 bars of the complete protein bars that are the chocolate fig. And it will have a whole pouch of the large pouch of the children's chewables veggie blend, plus a pouch of the fruit blend, plus a pouch of the berry blend chewables. And that's amazing. So a lot of people are taking advantage of that. What a perfect time right before Thanksgiving and even the bigger holidays, that people will have these things to sample for their friends and family. So that's our very special November program. And lastly, I just want to share, Andy, maybe you could share too, anything you think of in addition, but how you like this Healthy Living Affiliates webinar series. That is something that is very beautiful. It's a very fast way for people to understand what Juice Plus is and the Tower Gardens, what they do for people and what our business does for people. And it's accessed through a very beautiful website, which is called healthylivingaffiliates.com. So when you go there, healthylivingaffiliates.com, you'll see that you can see the live webinars, which are Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, or even more fun, you can see the encores of all those that have been done any day of the week, 7 days a week, at a time you choose. And there are 20 time choices per day. So let me sum that up. There are 20 time choices, 7 days a week, and you can send a link for the one that you think the person will really enjoy the most, although any of them will be enjoyable, and get their feedback in following up with them. And I am just thrilled about this, the Healthy Living Affiliates. When I went to my networking group today and I was supposed to, I got my chance to do my 60 seconds, Most of it was sharing stories about how much fun I have had watching people have great results. But the way I open it is I'm an affiliate with a global health food company. We help people get healthier with functional foods, plant food support, and we help people grow their own produce at home. And that's it. And people go, what? Let me know more. So we're just having fun with this. Andy, have you had any of those fun experiences yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think the new verbiage is much more descriptive of what it is that we actually do. And I think it has more of an impact on the listener, whoever's hearing it. Because in the past, we might say, we work with the Juice Plus company and people immediately think it's a juice, something in a bottle. And it's like, no, we're not a juice. I just think this whole new way of approaching it and describing what we do is just completely transformative in terms of how we share and get the message out. So yeah, and I'm loving seeing how my team is utilizing it and having great success. So definitely encourage everybody to check out healthylivingaffiliates.com.
Yes, that's just wonderful. I think I can't remember a time in my life where we've had more economic distress just in our nation. And we know this is a worldwide challenge and problem than we have right now. And one of the things that drives me, in addition to really wanting people to have the best health possible, is the fact that I used to have to leave my little one, my second born child, when he was 3 years old, in a very inadequate situation, crying and screaming. And I really wanted him with me. I wanted to bring him to work with me. And he would have loved that. But it just wasn't safe because my work was in a trailer in the United States Public Health Service. So I worked out of 3 different trailers in 3 different very rural counties in North Carolina that were underserved. And you have lab work, you have urine samples and glass slides and needles, and you just can't have a 3-year-old in an environment like that. Otherwise, I would have brought him with me. But it taught me the lesson of how much people's hearts are broken over leaving their family more than they want to. And in today's world, it's just over the top. We have something where people, whether they're young men or women or grandparents, they can create income by helping others get healthier and have more time with their family. And I just want everybody to know that this is for real and it exists, and share it, that, the decision is theirs. Everyone deserves to know both product and business, and the decision is theirs. So yeah, it's just a joy beyond description to be able to do that for people.
Candace, thank you so much. Andrea, thank you so much. That was so fantastic. I have to agree, by the way, the new verbiage that's being used is so well received. It's a term, affiliate marketing, that everybody's familiar with now, and really just lets people know exactly what we are. So I'm having a lot of success with it personally. I know a lot of people on my team are. So really encourage all of you to learn that verbiage, because you'll love the results that you get. Guys, we're here every Thursday night. Thank you so much for coming, learning who we are, what we do. If anybody has any questions on the product side or the business side, please get back with the person that invited you. And we will see everybody next Thursday evening, as long as that's not Thanksgiving.
It'll be right the one after. It'll be Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll be on then again the following, which looks like that will be December the 1st. Will be our next event, guys. So we'll see everybody on December the 1st. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye, everybody.
So much. Thank you, John.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Let's have a great Thanksgiving. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye,
Good
y'all.
night. Good seeing everybody.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Great job.
See you later,
Great
buddy.
call. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Brenda. Bye,
Thank
Mom.
you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Good seeing
Bye-bye.
everybody. Bye, guys.
Thank you.